Come in, come in.
Afternoon, Mr. Rolle.
Young Rolle, how are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Good, good. I can hear some good things about you.
Thank you.
Through your parents.
They told me.
Have a seat, please. Mr. Rolle, it's good having you here today.
Thank you, so much.
Like I said, I heard only good things about you. How are your parents?
They're doing excellent.
Good, good. Your dad is a fine man, by the way. So please tell him, please let him know that I send my regards when you see him.
He also speaks a lot about you too. He's proud of your accomplishments, and he's proud to see a smart and intelligent head of the Port Authority.
Thank you, thank you. Well, tell me a little about yourself, Mr. Rolle.
Well, my name is Ian Rolle. I'm currently 17 years of age. I was born and raised in Grand Bahama, particularly in Freeport. I'm a fishing enthusiast, which I believe I inherited from my grandfather.
Not your dad.
He wishes. But I also love the water, and I love to dive, and I love to see the marine life.
Okay.
And I also love spending time with my family. And I'm also an adept learner because I love to better myself. Yes, sir.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I too am a diver. In fact, I got certified, party certified when my son was 10 years old. In fact, he encouraged me to get certified. But I have not been doing much diving since that certification.
Have you tried the shark dive?
I've tried that. That was exciting.
Yes, sir.
That was exciting. So perhaps, all depends how things go, and even if things don't go well in regards to you getting placed within the group, perhaps we can go on a dive one of these days. Because I don't have any company to dive with me. My son, he decides his focus is elsewhere right now, and he doesn't spend much time with me.
I understand.
Okay, so why do you decide to work here at the Port Authority?
Based on my research and also my observation, the Port Authority is a dream company to work at. Based on the leaders, the innovative leaders, which is fueled by the young heads of the company, I see a promising future with this company and the development of Freeport. I also feel that I'd be a great contribution to the company because I want to see it grow, as well as I want to see Freeport reach its full potential, especially how I was born and raised there.
Okay.
And I also believe that the core values of the company matches with my core values, and I feel like I'd be a great fit.
Awesome, awesome. Well, what do you think your greatest strengths are?
I feel like my greatest strengths, firstly, would be my understanding of people and how I empathize with others and their feelings. I also feel that I'm a hardworking individual, and I love to get the job done. And I also feel that I'm sort of a perfectionist in a way. And I feel like that's actually a compliment.
Okay.
And furthermore, I feel as though, I guess, my love for God is also one of my greatest strengths because He drives me more and more to be a better person every day.
Well, we at the Port Authority, we actually open our meetings. We have special L10 meetings every week with the management team, and we open it up with a prayer. So you would fit right in with our operations because we are, most of us in this organization, we believe in God and we are Christians at the helm. So that's a very, very good thing for us to know. I think it's a very good quality. Now, we spoke about strengths. What's your greatest weakness?
Oh, Mr. Rolle, my greatest weakness is I feel that, especially from past experience, that I may be a little overbearing on other employees because I get a little frustrated and I turn into a different animal when I feel that we are falling behind the deadline.
Now, when you say overbearing, do you get aggressive when you become overbearing?
Not aggressive. I wouldn't say I'd be up in your face, but I'd be more attentive to how you're working and the speed that you're working at.
Okay, good. One of our core values is the word integrity. Define what integrity means to you.
Well, as a children, I feel that integrity is based off of honesty and treating others with compassion and how you'd want to be treated. I also feel that you should follow the guidelines of the company or wherever you go, no matter what, because rules are in place to, ensure the safety and the functionality of the system.
Okay, good. Now, another core value is being a team player. What does being a team player mean to you?
Well, I guess I have an analogy for being a team player. I feel that the company or any system works as a body, a functioning body, and I feel that the employees, they work as the parts of the body, such as the arms, the legs, the organs, if you will, and the heads of the company, they are the head and the brains. But what the body does is they help the brain to carry out certain functions, and they provide information so that they get better, the company as a whole.
Okay, so you appear to be a bright individual, and from what I understand, you are a smart young man. So, are you also? What happens when you think that you have a better solution than your manager? How would you react if your manager basically says to you that your idea is not going to be implemented, although you think it's the best idea?
Well, I actually have a problem with arrogance, and when people think that they're right all the time, I feel that it's great to express your opinion, but if the head of the company says we go in this direction, even though you may want to go in another direction, their decision is final, and it's probably the best thing for the company at the time.
Good, good, good. I have one or two questions, two more questions for you, and then I want you to ask me any questions you may have. Could you tell me what was the average temperature for the month of June of this year?
Mr. Rolle, I don't think I'd be able to tell you right now, but what I could do for you is I could research it as soon as possible and get back to you.
Okay, thank you. Good point. I was making sure that the integrity core value that you so believe in is really what the word integrity meant. So, the good answer. Good answer. In our accounting department, customer service skills are needed on a daily basis. Explain to me how you would deal with a disgruntled individual.
Well, I feel that everyone should first listen to the individual so that they can feel that you're empathizing with their problems and frustrations, and so that way they'll open up to you more and you could diffuse the situation. And you would try and prevent yourself from arguing or raising your voice because you want to keep the situation under control. And then furthermore, what you would want to do is you would want to come up with a solution and then discuss that solution with the individual. And then after it's been finalized, you want to take action so that you could, I guess, create happiness between the company and the individual.
Okay, good, good, good. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh, yes, sir. My first question to you, Mr. Rolle,
Go ahead.
what are the normal hours of operation?
We typically work normal hours from 8:30 to 5 p.m., but in the position that you are applying for, that will entail additional hours, especially during month-end reporting. That is a time where you have to put in the extra time to meet the deadlines to create all the reports that we need.
So my second question to you would be, does the company have a pension plan, and would my position make me eligible for this benefit?
Yes, that's a good question. We do have a pension plan. It's a non-contributory plan, meaning that the company contributes into this fund, and the employee does not have to contribute into the fund. You have to be with the company for at least 10 years to become fully vested. So by you asking that question, Sounds like you want to be with us for the long haul.
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
a part of my plans.
Okay.
I really love what you're doing now, and so I'd love to be a part of the operation. Yes, sir.
Good. Any more questions?
I have two more questions for you. So, does the organization encourage employees to give feedback?
Yeah, that's something I believe in. In fact, I introduced some new technology recently. It's an application called Tiny Pulse. And what that is, you can have the application on your cell phone, your smart device, or your PC. And what it is, a question comes out every week from the system to all the employees in the company. And it could be as, are you happy at work? Do you have any suggestions how to make the place better, your department better? Unique questions come out every single week, and all the employees have the opportunity to communicate to me actually directly through the system. Because every Friday I would sit down with my HR manager and go through all the responses. And the responses are anonymous. Because sometimes persons would have to say some negative thing about the organization. And I don't want them to feel that they're going to be victimized in any way. So those responses are anonymous unless you want me to know it's you. And we go through those questions, and for those questions that make sense to address, we address them. And the ideas, we implement ideas too that make sense for the organization.
So is this feedback usually brought up in your special L10 meetings that you?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the L10 meetings are really a structured type of meeting where we would, check in the meeting stating the best thing that happened personally, the best thing that happened business-wise for the individual over the last week, if the meeting is every week. Then we ask everybody to contribute by telling us, what have you heard in regards to what an employee has done good, employee done wrong, anything you heard on the street that you need clarified. We encourage that type of input, and also issues that anybody may have, we deal with it. We deal with it all within a 90-minute window. And some of the responses and the feedback from the Tiny Pulse application would come up in these meetings.
Last question.
Okay, go ahead.
Other than pension, what other benefits does the company offer?
We, besides the pension plan, we also have a tuition waiver for children, for your kids. We have a 50% discount for kids. We pay 55% of your electricity. If your manager requires that you do some extra studies, we pay 100% of that study if you get A's. Get B's, I think we pay maybe 80% of it. We don't expect you to get C's. And then, of course, your bonus, you get a standard bonus of half a month's salary. Of course, that's in stone. But if you do exceptionally well, you then can also be entitled to a discretionary bonus by the leadership team of the Grand Mountain Port Authority. We'll decide to give you an extra envelope. It all depends on your performance. And you have to be above and beyond the average person to get that, okay? Now, you didn't ask me about salary. That means you want to work for free.
Mr. Rolle, I expect to be compensated
Yes.
when I work in the accounts department.
Okay.
Especially if I plan to turn over your finances for the better.
Super. Well, in regards to that position that you apply for, the accounts clerk position, the salary range is from $30,000 to $50,000, and again, it all depends on your skill set level. But I can tell you that the starting salary will be about $30,000 for that position. Yes. All right, good. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Rolle. We'll be getting back to you. I think it was a very good interview. And please tell your parents hello for me.
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.